Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is the head. We're going to work on the head first. And grab your white paint, as you can see here. And we will start the first coat. Just get some white paint. This is what it looks like. We're going to let that dry. Now we're ready for the second layer. Now, I've already taken the liberty of tracing some lines. You know, the bottom half is what we're focusing on, and it's below the line. That's what we're going to focus on. Just a little paint. Now we just set that aside. Possibly it's going to need a third coat. We may not know. Alright, so this is the face. As you can see, I marked where the eyes will go, where the mouth will go, and where the eyebrows are approximately going to go. So, I'm going to get some black paint out and paint the first part of the eyes. Okay, this requires a lot of fine-tuning, so I'm going to try and do as best as I can to show this on the camera. Alright, so we're going to clean off like here and here, like the top of there and there, because that's where I painted a little magic marker. That was a bit of a bad move on my part. And so now that we have the space, you know, around the eyes, now we're going to get the mouth and the nose. Now the mouth and nose are rather simple based on the design I see. Now this is marked in pencil, so now we're going to permanently have it in paint and some black acrylic. So that is the mouth and nose. It actually looks pretty good from where the camera sees, because it gets rid of those pencil markings. So, and now we'll work on the eyes next. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the eyes. You know, I just don't want these the eyes to look weird. Just gonna be very careful. And here we go. So that's pretty much the gist of it. And we can also get the eyebrows, but it might be hard to see when we put the hair on.
I ultimately decided to cut that part out, but you can see a still shot right here if you want to see what it looks like. So without further ado, let's move on to the hair.
Alright, so now we're going to work again on the hair. This time we're going to add a little bit of paper elements to it. So, it's from this template. I'm just going to cut out this pencil drawing. Just fits around along the hair piece, and we're going to use a little bit of glue again. Alright, so we just get some glue in here. Let's let it dry. And now I gotta figure out what to do next. Alright, so now we're going to add little pieces of Curly's hair right on the sides of where the ears would go. But alright, so we're actually going to use tape because this will be the most effective method of getting this part of the hair. You can see that right there. That's kind of what it looks like. I am actually going to use some glue because my hands are just really grubby. And I use tape because it's just a lot thinner than paper. Alright, so now that just has to wait. Make sure to press it down every once in a while because it doesn't like to stay still. Now, off screen, I managed to put in a little bit of pieces of hair, as you can see right there. I added those with just a few snippets of tape and just made them a curve. It's hard to see because it's tape. I also added a little thing, you know, a little swoop right there, if you can see that. Goes right there, because that's how the hair is designed. Okay, so now we're going to paint the hair. So grab some yellow paint. We're just going to go for a basic color of yellow. And we'll start painting. It's starting to look really good. Okay, so now we're going to work a little more on the hair, and from what I can see out of the pictures, that it's just slightly orange. So that should do it. So that's the hair so far. I'm just gonna smooth out some places. And this is the hair. We're gonna add a little bit of white. And then we're gonna add some orange. You know, a little extra orange to the yellow, to the regular yellow. We're gonna let that dry, and just gonna add some white tones. And then we're just gonna let that dry. Now, alright. So this is what the end product will look like for the head. So I know that the eyebrows don't show up, but they show up slightly. In retrospect, maybe I could have put the eyes a little lower, but this is how it turned out. It turned out pretty well for a lot of for improvising. So I'll just show a quick 360. And that's basically what it looks like. There are a couple of more things that I have to add before it's officially finished. And I will show those in a couple of seconds.